Hello friends, welcome to Uniquely Vintage You. My name is Michelle and my sister Cheryl. We welcome you to our channel. We're always so thankful when you guys click on our video to watch it. So I just want to say a huge thank you from the bottom of our hearts for showing us your support. And friends, if you're new here, I hope that you'll consider subscribing. I hope you'll give us a big thumbs up, and I hope that you'll like this video. It really does help our channel to grow. And I want to share with you my dining room today. We're going to go in there and decorate. I actually found this amazing piece at an estate sale, and I have been saving it to use for my fall decor. So I'm going to pull that out and I'm going to show you how I put an arrangement together in this piece. I'm excited to share that. I think you will really enjoy it. But before we get started, I also want to share with you this amazing sweatshirt that I found at Walmart. If you love cozy and comfort like I do, I think you guys will love this. So I'm going to have it linked and I'm going to show you what it looks like right here. And I will have it linked for you in the description below. It's so pretty. It's like the top is sweatshirt and the bottom, it has this like ribbing right here, kind of like a sweater. It's so adorable and it is so reasonably priced. So I just want to share when I find something fun, and I thought this was something that you guys might love as much as I do, especially if you love comfort. But let's get started with this video and let me share with you my dining room decorated for fall. So as you can see, I've kind of left a few things in place, but I gathered up what I think I'm going to use, and I'm going to show you what it is. To start off, I am going to use this spice pumpkin pie. This smells so good. If you have a wax warmer, try that from Walmart. It's one of my favorites. But as you can see, I just gathered some stuff together that I think I'm going to be able to use. Now, I thought about taking down this Billy Jacobs, but to me, it's absolutely perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it. I had styled this in my early fall decorating, and I just love it. So we're going to build up on this. But this is this amazing antique rice scoop that I got at an estate sale. And it's so old, and it's actually clean. It doesn't look like it, but is not. This is just amazing. So we're going to style something inside this. So I lined the bottom with some trash bags, and I just put a blanket on top. Now, if you had a lot of styrofoam, that might work, but I'm just going to make use of what I have. Now, this is one bunch of leaves that has come from Hobby Lobby, and I took the corner and stuck it into the one side, and I'm just draping those leaves to the sides that I want. I also have these sweet stems. I did cut them off a little bit, and I'm just going to poke those around the edges. So really, I'm just building a base. That's why I really have my blanket, because friends, I'm going to set some pumpkins on top. So I'm just wanted to fill in around the sides with some of the greenery that I already had on hand. And these are pieces that I haven't bought. They were actually from last year. So I want to repurpose them and use them in this amazing rice scoop. So here we go. I think it's going to turn out really pretty, or at least it is in my mind. So once I have it balanced in my eye, now I'm going to start filling in with some pumpkins that I have. And of course, none of these are new. There's some that I've had for years. This is actually a gourd that I just glued a stem on. And you know, it's a great tip for you guys. If you buy real pumpkins, if you buy the small pumpkins, make sure you always pick them with an amazing stem, because you can take those off at the end of the season and save them, and you can glue them onto your artificial pumpkins, and they make them look so real. I love to do that. I've been doing it for years. And so as you can see, I've changed out all the stems on these pumpkins, which I always try to do. Even if I have to just use a stick, I will usually just use that in the yard. This one I haven't changed. I kind of like that, the way it looks. It looks natural, so I'm going to leave that right there. But I'm just going to try to stack these pumpkins inside of this design, or this little container that I have. And you know, If you needed it to be more permanent, you can always take a stick and put in the bottom of your pumpkins. That will give you something to secure it inside of your container, especially if you're using styrofoam. But of course, I'm not doing that. I'm just winging it, and you know, if they fall out, no big deal, I'll just stick it back in there. But I'm just placing them all around, you know, and so I'm going to play with this for a little bit till I get it just like I want it. But that's what you do. I mean, work with what you have, make it work. If you have an idea, somehow, some way, it'll usually come together. I did get these little pumpkins from Hobby Lobby. They're so cute and they looked real. I need to replace the stems on these, but for the sake of the video, I'm just going to go ahead and show you what this looks like styled. And I'm just going to put them in the places where I feel like it just needs a little bit of a filler. And as you can see, I even added a pine cone in there. Just, you know, I'm trying to tie in all the things that I've used before. I have pine cones in my living room, and so if this pine cone shows, I'm completely fine with that because it just carries through with the design that I've created in the rest of my home. So friends, just when you think you're done, of course, I'm never usually done. There's always something else I think I can add that will just add that extra touch. I had these left over as well in my stash, and so I've just kind of torn them apart into pieces, and I'm just going to place them all around where maybe there's a gap or I want to, you know, cover an area. I think I'm going to take this, pull these pumpkins out, and put it underneath just to give it a little more of a base in the front. And I think that will make it feel a little more balanced to me. Of course, you just have to use what you have, and you know, that's what I love about decorating is you can take things that you already have on hand and use them in new ways to create a different look all the time. And I love to do that. You know, this is just playing to me, and I just have so much fun trying to see what I can put together. Okay friends, I absolutely love it, and I've styled it on the side of my buffet. As you can see, I've got this antique mirror, and on top of that I'm going to add my brown crock. Now I just stuck some bags in the bottom because I kind of want it built up high, and just to kind of cover it up in a natural way, I thought I would just throw in some pine cones. I don't think it's really going to show, but if it did, you could just fill it completely full. Now I took one of the white pumpkins out of this basket that I have, or this antique thing I have, and I'm going to use it over here. I want to create balance on both sides, and I have another piece of this greenery that I got from Hobby Lobby. This comes on a stem. I love this stuff, and I know it does shed the leaves, but I love just sprinkling the leaves all around in my decor. So that's a great tip. If you have this and the leaves fall off, always save them because you can use them, you know, to help with your decorating. But I've just stuck those inside, and I'm going to top it with this pumpkin, and then this little area will be complete. So of course I want to add in some old books. I don't think any of my vignettes can be complete without a book of some sort. So these are all the right colors for fall, and I'm just going to place them right on the side of this crock. I've got this huge dictionary, and I love the black binding, but I think I'm going to flip it around so the white pages will show. And it also has those black index pieces on there, which I think is so pretty. So I'm going to use this as kind of like a bookend. It's going to actually be a riser, and it just has multiple uses. So this is really coming together for me. Now the other thing I want to do is show you, I did style my home for early fall, and I made a couple of vignettes on some brown transfer plates that I have. And so I just want to use them again. I still think they're pretty. I think they work. And you can see I've just added random things inside, an old spool, some frames. Over here I will show you, I have this little old, it's like a cedar chest is what it says. I think it must have been a sample, but inside there I've just added this acorn kind of dish, and I've got some vintage glasses and a couple of vintage bottles, and that's it. But I just love how it brings in all the right colors that I'm trying to play with, and it's just fun trying to see what you can put together to create something unique. And so I'm going to use these two cloches over on my buffet. So I think the last touch I really want to do is add in these leaves, and I've had these forever. I can't even really remember where I got them, but they were just one piece, and I kind of cut them apart. And I love to kind of spread them around because I just think they look so realistic. So I'm going to kind of place these around and see how I like them, and then we're going to go ahead and style those wood leaves. Those came from Hobby Lobby last year. I haven't seen them this year, but I just love them. They're one of my most favorite things that I bought from Hobby Lobby last year. Okay friends, here is the completed look of my buffet. I really like how it's all come together, and you guys love to tell me what you think. I just love these muted colors, and I think they play perfect for fall. So just to add one more finishing touch over here, I do have this velvet ribbon. One's velvet and one is not. But I think I'm going to put some of this right here. And I did use this color to hang my Billy Jacobs picture. So I think I'm going to go with this darker one and place right here to tie in some of those more rich colors. But let's just tie this on, and to me, this is just the finishing touch. So next to my buffet, I have this stack of old suitcases, and on top of that, I've just placed an old mirror. And then this is what I'm trying to show you. This was a picture frame that I got at a garage sale. I just love the way it looks, and I love using it as a tray. And to that, I'm just going to pull in this drawer, and I'm just doing this just to give it some height and a little more character over here. if you guys have been with me for a little while, you can remember these are some weeds that I picked alongside the road last year. I thought they were so pretty, so of course I kept them so I could use them again this year. So always look in nature. Nature has so many beautiful things that you can use as decor, and I absolutely love bringing in the outside. But let's add a pumpkin, and then I'm gonna just add in a couple of candlesticks. So just to elevate this look a little bit more, I thought it needed just a little more texture. So I'm going to bring in just a little bit of green, just some little pieces that's fallen off of my greenery. And of course, this is off some of the fall pieces that I used previously. And I just repeat what I have because, like I said, that really ties in your decor when you use like greenery throughout your home. It pulls your look together, and that's just what I was trying to create right here. This is a basket that I got at the thrift store for $1. It's so cute. And I also got this little wreath. This was something else I picked up for 90% off at the end of the season last year. Now, it's got this greenery and it just needs to be fluffed out, but I'm going to tuck the greenery kind of behind, and then I'm going to pull out all of these berries because that's really kind of what I want to shine through. I'm going to place that inside the basket with the pumpkin, and then I'm going to take this and place over on the floor over by my big crock. So the last place that I want to decorate with you today is this china cabinet right here. And as you can see, I do have some brown transferware, and I did this again during my early fall decorating, and I loved it. So I'm going to leave it right here. The only thing I'm going to do is just add to it. So let's grab a few things and make this vignette come together. I'm going to start with this gorgeous antique gold mirror that I have. I love decorating with mirrors. That's another thing, if you're a collector, collect mirrors. They're so fun to use in all of your decor. I love to display everything on top of them. This is a gorgeous brown transferware I got this summer. I love it. And to that, I'm just going to add this creamer. I usually don't add anything to the top of this shelf I have right here, but I thought it would be fun to pull in just a few more of these creamers, so I'm just going to add those to the top. So I thought this vase needed a little something extra. I love pulling this out every fall. I think it's so pretty. I think I got this, I'm not sure. I want to say Hobby Lobby, but I'm not 100% sure. But let's just add in some of these other stems. Now I use these in my living room. These are so pretty. These are from Hobby Lobby. And I just pulled them apart so that they would make more of an impact. I'm going to add a few stems of those in. And then I've got this one pick left. I also use this in my living room. But let's go ahead and style it inside this vase. and I think this is going to be the perfect touch to add over to my china cabinet. To make this look feel a little more complete, I just have these velvet pumpkins. Again, these are from Hobby Lobby, and of course I've just added my own stems, and again, I love to do that. So when you buy those real little pumpkins, make sure they always have a pretty stem, or if they lose their stems and you see extra that are loose, just ask if you can have them, because most places don't mind giving those to you for free. So I'm going to try to style these with my brown transfer dishes, and I think it's going to add just the perfect touch. So as you can see, I was struggling to really make that make sense to me the way it was coming out. So I'm going to move this little piece over here, and that way the pumpkins will have more of a pattern. They won't be all on one side. This will give them kind of a zigzag pattern, which is pleasing to the eye, and it kind of makes your eye see all of the arrangement instead of just kind of go right to that orange color. So this definitely feels more balanced. Y'all, you won't believe what I found. When I was out thrifting, I ran across this pumpkin container, and this is from Avon. And friends, my mother sold Avon for many, many years, and we had this exact thing when I was young. It was a pumpkin candle. I'm not sure what happened to the dish, but when I seen this thrifting, I knew I needed to get it and bring it home. It is such a sweet reminder of my childhood. And you know, that's what I love about decorating, is the things that you can incorporate in your home can really invoke a feeling of calmness or home or peace. And anything that's from my family is so special. So I was just so thrilled to find this and to use it, and it's such a pretty addition to my fall decor. Friends, I'm so thankful to have you guys watch this video. I know it was a little bit long, but I'm so grateful that you've stuck to the end and stayed with me. I hope that I've inspired you. I kind of wanted to show you more hands-on of how I make some of my arrangements, and it really is so simple. It's just sticking things in and seeing if they work, and if they don't, just moving them around. But I'm loving the way my dining room is coming together. I hope you'll join me next time, because I'm going to do my dining room table, my Hoosier cabinet, and this other side table that I have. And that will complete my dining room. I also have a lot more fall decorating videos to come. I'm going to decorate my front porch. I get to show you my sister's home. It's so beautiful, just so many fun things to share with you. So I hope you'll come back. Again, if you haven't subscribed, I hope that you'll consider subscribing to our channel. We would love to have you be a part of our YouTube family. But friends, before I go, I just want to leave you with this beautiful Bible verse. Cast your cares on the Lord, and he will sustain you. He will never let the righteous be shaken. Psalms 55:22. Friends, are you weary? Are you lonely? Are you stressed? Is life throwing at you more than you can handle? I hope that you know that you can go to the Lord and that He will listen and He cares for you. And friends, the answer is always in Christ. I hope that will encourage you. Friends, you're such a blessing to our lives. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your friendship. And friends, we look forward to seeing the next one. Bye, y'all.